KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global in Chicago here for the final press conference ahead of this Saturday night's live fights on DAZN and Sky Sports. I'm joined by Callum Johnson, challenges for the IBF title against ARTUR Beterbiev. How are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Seem very focused, shall we say?
Mate. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. It's just, I don't take things too seriously, and I'm just chilled, man. I'm just enjoying it.
I was just kind of talking to Eddie Hearn on the way up here, and he said that Beterbiev was kind of struggling to find opponents, within the rankings, and then your name popped up, and you didn't batter an eyelid about taking this fight.
Nah, because at the end of the day, I believe in myself anyway. I believe that I can knock anybody out, as I've said before, and it is what it is. It's a fight, with two men, and he's got this scary reputation, and rightly so. I mean, because he is a scary man. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and roll on Saturday night.
Yeah, well, listen, like I said, I don't know the exact list of names of people that didn't want to face him, but it's irrelevant because you're facing him on Saturday, and that won't faze you.
Not at all, man. Not at all. You know what? It's I've dreamt of doing things like this since I've been a kid, and get the opportunity made mandatory for fight for the world title. In America, it took me it didn't take me a second to say yes, you know what I mean? There's a big smile come on my face and thought, wow, let's go.
I suppose the concern for people would be kind of your lack of rounds over the last sort of couple of years. I mean, what would you say to that,
It is, again, it is what it is. It's the cards I've been dealt. Over the last couple of years I've had a few injuries and other things that's gone wrong, so, I've not had the rounds, but I've had some good rounds in the gym. People was speaking about my last fight, with the inactivity. But there wasn't really a great deal of ring rust there. And again, Beterbiev's not been that busy himself, so again, we'll see on the night what happens. I think it's one of them fights where, we're both capable of knocking each other out. I think it's one of them fights who gets it right on the night. You know what I mean? I think it's down to that, like a World Cup final, if you like. Whoever gets it right on the day, I think will come out winning.
I mean, a lot of people kind of speculating how you'll approach the fight, whether you'll kind of want to tear up with him from the off. Is that your best chance, We'll
see how it goes, man. See how it goes. I never really have obviously have game plans and tactics and what we think will work and what won't work, but I never really have a thought of I'm going to do this, because I can do everything. I can fight, I can box, I can mix it up, we know I've got power, so we'll see how it goes, and it'll go how it goes.
In your opinion, how good of a fighter, from what you've seen, is Beterbiev, and how dangerous is he?
He's arguably the best in the world, isn't he? He's very good. From the amateurs, I mean, he ruled the world in the amateurs, and he's ruling the world now as a pro. So, at the end of the day, I'm up against it. But it's a challenge I'm looking forward to. It's a challenge I believe I can conquer. But I will have to produce my very best. What we've only seen in the gym. But if I do that, I'm confident I can upset the odds.
But in your head, you go into this fight and any fight believing, like you said, like you could knock anyone out in that ring.
I don't even go in there believing that. I think I go in there knowing that, because we're all only human, and I've got knockout power, and I know if it lands right, people will go, because we're only human at the end of the day. And the same goes for me. If he lands right, I'll probably go, because again, I'm only human. You know what I mean? We've both got two arms, two legs. We both bleed the same, and I think it's going to be a good, interesting, explosive fight.
There's a lot of support from Boston that have come here. I mean, Boston back home as well.
Yeah.
You would have seen the little clip, I'm assuming, of them chanting your name to Beterbiev yesterday.
I've seen it, yeah. I mean, it's all just banter for them, isn't it? Of course. I don't think there's don't mean anything by it. I think they're all just excited. You know what I mean? It's the first time anybody from my town is doing anything like this, so they're all out here, enjoying the occasion, enjoying it, and I think they're all very excited to be here.
Well, listen, some things are meant to be, and let's hope this Saturday night it is meant to be for you.
Written in the stars.
You seem, like I said, very focused and very relaxed, Callum. So.
I am. I'm very relaxed. But as you see, I think I'm always relaxed. People always say to me, "How come you're so calm?" and things like that. But man, it's I'm living my dream. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I be?
But you win on Saturday night, and you just kind of announce yourself on the world scene like that.
Man, it's crazy. I try not to think about it too much because it gets me all emotional. But the doors this could open are massive, life-changing, and I intend to do everything I can to open them doors.
Definitely, and obviously your stablemate coming off a wonderful win in Jeddah. Callum Smith, who I believe is going to be out here as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, the team's on good form at the moment.
We're on a good roll, and hopefully I can continue it. Callum done amazing. Only what we all expected, to be fair, though. You know, we all expected that. But yeah, mate, hopefully I can do the same as he done last week, and man, what a couple of weeks it'll be for the gym.
Unbelievable, and obviously credit to your trainer Joe Gallagher as well.
Unbelievable, man. He gets a lot of stick sometimes, but I don't know why, because all he does is put 100% effort into all the lads, and you know, as you saw last week, you know, the game plans he comes up with and the tactics he can come up with. He's a top trainer. He's a top man. Do you know what I mean? He's a very good trainer, but he's a far better man.
I will say that when things haven't gone Joe's way, and he gets a lot of the stick, but when things do go right, it's important to kind of acknowledge that in the same way people give the stick. You know, can't be one and one. You know, so
you know, when you like say like Joe, you're competing at the top level week in, week out, or month in, month out with different fighters. You can't win them all. You know what I mean? You can't win them all, and then there's always people out there that, as soon as you fall or you fail at one hurdle, they just want to slate you with everything they can, and that's life, man. That's just people. That's just people in general. So I'm sure, you know, if it don't go right for me on Saturday, there'll be people slating me. But then obviously, if it goes right, there'll be people, you know, jumping out saying, "Oh, I knew you could do it," and things like that. So it is what it is.
Sometimes a fickle world we live in.
Exactly.
But there you go.
Exactly.
Listen, wish you the best of luck. Sincerely hope you can pull it off this week.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, I'm sure we'll catch up with you at some point over the weekend.
Nice one.
All right, top man.